How do you get respect from women? Sharp came here coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, before I get started, subscribe if you like this video and click the bell. That way, when I upload new videos, you won't miss out. So I got this question from a guy. Um, he feels like he's being disrespected, and he wants to know um, how do we get his woman to respect him? How do we reverse what's already been done already? How do we kind of establish sort of like a new beginning? So, in order to get respect, first off, you should not ask anybody to respect you. That's the first thing. Never ask anybody, hey, you better respect me. And no, forget about that. Never. Never ask anybody to do any of that. First thing you have to do, you have to get established. You have to respect yourself first. See, self-respect is the only real respect. Because if you don't have enough respect for yourself, it's impossible for anyone else to attempt to show you any type of respect. So you have to first look in the mirror, first know who you are, and love yourself, think highly of yourself, and that energy is going to radiate out and about in the universe wherever you be, wherever you tend to go. And people will pick up on it too. People will know that, okay, this is a different type of cat here. This is a different type of man. This is a different type of woman here. I can't do what I do or towards other people that I would do towards him or her. And even if they attempt to do certain things, they'll go about it in a different type of way. They might even test you. And that's cool, because I think that's part of human nature, really. You're always gonna get tested in some type of way, shape, or form, whether it's a family member, on a job, or relationship. That just comes. That's just a part of the. It's just a part of the game, really. But even still, then, if people don't have to like you, but they should respect you. They don't even have to love you, but they should. See, respect is better. Respect is better than anything. Respect is better than love. And some people will say, well, why do you say respect is better than love? Because love means something different to everybody. Love doesn't even exist to some people. So the concept of love in itself is a very confused concept. Out of 10 people, if you ask them, hey, what love mean to you? It's going to be something, 10 different meanings. And then you got, out of 10 people, 4 of them going to be confused depending on where they were born and raised at. Maybe they from Asia or Europe, someplace like that. So that's one thing they're going to get confused. But respect is better because everyone knows what respect is all about. So, first thing you got to do is have enough self-respect for yourself. And the second thing you must do, you have to establish boundaries. And a lot of guys miss out on this. You have to establish boundaries in the beginning when you first meet somebody. See, a lot of times, a lot of guys will be passive aggressive. They assume that women or whoever they encounter whoever is around them in the early stages of the relationship, they give people the benefit of the doubt. They assume that people should know how to treat you. This is a huge mistake. I used to make this mistake. I used to think that if this person is an adult, that they should know how to treat people. That you should treat people the way you want to be treated, right? That's what they always say. Treat people like they want to be treated. No, no. You should treat them like you want to be treated. People, they throw all these cliche statements out here, but it doesn't really mean anything because people aren't thinking like that. And see, that's a mistake that a lot of guys make. At least 90% of the guys. They assume that women should know how to do certain things. Or women assume that guys should know how to do certain things. Because he's 25 years old. And nothing could be further from the truth. You have to teach people how to treat you. You have to stand up for yourself. In the early stages of the relationship, this has to be established. Because if you leave it up to the other person to do that, or if you leave it up to the woman to do that, the relationship is going to be all over the place. If you just go along to get along, the relationship is going to be all over the place. So you have to establish boundaries. You have to have standards. You have to teach people how to treat you. You have to have standards and don't tolerate unnecessary things. Unnecessary things could be something that goes against your values, goes against what you stand for, goes against just who you are as a person. Don't tolerate that stuff. You have to stand up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, no one else is going to do it. You know, and this is a hard thing for a lot of people. Because on one hand, you like the girl, she's attractive, you like her, and you feeling you got all these emotions going on inside you, whatever. So you don't want to say anything that's gonna piss her off, you know, because you like her, but at the same time, she's doing things that could be offensive, could goes against your morals, your standards, who you stand for, just how you live your life. And don't do it. Don't do it. You have to be willing to stand on who you are, on your principles. See, you should have a code of conduct. You should have principles, standards, morals, values, certain things you should not break. You can bend, but don't break. And you don't let anybody come into your life that know what you stand for, know how you really get down, but they don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, they got to go. Because if someone doesn't respect who you are at your core, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. See, there's a lot of people out here. I met a lot of women out here. Just a lot of people in general. They like what I do, my activities, the people I'm around, the places I go, because that's like entertainment to them, right? But they don't like what I stand for. They don't like the fact that I care about my friends and family. I like getting involved. I like getting people involved. I like volunteering my time for like charity and stuff like that every once in a while. Or I volunteer like free information and stuff like that. Or the stuff that means a lot to me, they they didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that I like being around family during the holidays. I met a lot of people that was like this, you know. So those people, I cut them out of my life. They had to go because I established that boundary up front. They knew how I got down up front, but they tried to hide and mask and act like they were cool because, you know, when it was time to have a good time, there's a time and a place for everything. But when it was time to have a good time, oh, they loved that part. They loved going places, traveling, you know, meeting all these different type of people. Because I I meet people from all walks of life. Working class, some people are well off, millionaires, multimillionaires, no billionaires yet. But yeah, so I be around people from all walks of life, all over the world, from the street dude to the guy in the skyscraper. But that, see, they like that part. They like that side, but they don't like the. They didn't really like what I stood for. You know, they didn't like that I had moral standards, and I care about family and friends, and I like just trying to make life easier and better for everybody, not just myself. Some people are selfish. A lot of women are selfish like that. So those women, just those people, they had to go. You know. So you're gonna run into people that's like that. They not gonna respect you for who you are. They're gonna only respect you for what you do. And if that's the case, stand up for yourself. Cut them off. Cut them out of your life. And the earlier they leave, the better. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, click the little bell below, and tell me, have you ever met anyone that didn't like you for you? They only like you for your outside activities or just entertainment or having a good time. Or maybe they never really respected you on as far as what you stood for as a person. If so, I'd like to hear it below. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.